Hello, Will here, and today we are in Skyrim once again, and in today's video we're going to be looking at just two mods, so it's not going to be a large selection of them, but they do add in, nice, very good copious amounts of changes. Now, both of them are technically part of the same series, so to speak, and have both been ported over by the same modder, which they have been ported over by BeVeryofA, who does a lot of ported mods. He ports a lot of mods over and makes some slight tweaks and various alterations so they would work on PlayStation. And the ones I'm showing you in this video today is JK Interiors for Solitude and JK Interiors for Whiterun. This obviously also give you a list in the descriptions to both, which these can only be found in the Work in Progress tab. You're not going to find them anywhere else, so if you want to add these to your list, you can either use the links that will be in the description below, or have a look in the Work in Progress tabs. You're gonna have to excuse me if I end up coughing and dying of death. I am unfortunately just a little under the weather at the moment. So you're gonna hear a lot of snivelling, and you might hear me coughing and dying. But basically, so first off, we're gonna start with Solitude, because obviously I'm in Solitude, and we're gonna start here. And the list of places for Solitude is that it changes. Does some minor changes to the interiors are Radian Agreements, Angelina's Aromatics, Bits and Pieces, the Winking Skeever, and the Blue Palace. Now I'm probably not going to look at every single one of them, but I'll have a look. I'll have a look at a few that are in Solitude, and then we'll have a look at a few that are in Whiterun. So first off, we're going to actually have a look in the Blue Palace. Have a look in what is one of the major big buildings of Solitude. So we can have a look in the Blue Palace. Alright, inside the Blue Palace, and already, straight away already you can see the differences. So it's obviously definitely, this feels a bit more open. It might be because of the walls that are there are slightly different. But it definitely feels more open. And yeah, it just generally looks better. It's definitely much more nicely decorated out, definitely. You go in here, and this looks all better decorated. Definitely looks a lot nicer. But yeah. Wow, okay, down here probably isn't all that different down here. Not that you can actually see what's down here at the moment, because I don't actually have my HUD on.
Oh, very well. I can see there's
Now I haven't really properly ever explored the Blue Palace.
I will have my parade.
Yes, my yard.
We'll give it a good old little investigation.
I will need the following reagents for my studies.
What about here? Hello. Hello, people. I don't know who you people are, but hello. So yeah, I don't know just exactly how much.
Yes, and
Oh, God's sake, whatever. Go on. Come on. Get out of the way of the bay door. No.
Very well.
So let me through. Okay, so yeah, I don't know exactly how much is changed, but considering that, to be honest with you, you could just easily just change the central the main hall, which is very different, and that works just fine.
I swear
So,
to
yeah.
you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave.
It looks very
Strange
pretty.
noises and lights.
Oh,
We need someone to
this is open.
Then we
Open
will
now.
immediately send out a legion to scour
Ooh.
the cave and secure the town.
This is nice.
Need something.
People will always be safe under my rule.
Yeah.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested
I'll
nothing in
say
the
good
area.
job,
Dragon Bridge is
JK,
under
for
control.
the creation of
Likely
this,
superstitious nonsense.
and good job BeVeryofA on the port over so far. Alright, let's go and have a look at another shop. Let's go and have a look at Radian Agreements. Alright, here we are in Radian Agreements. Which already you could tell is very, very different. And actually does now kind of actually look like an actual bloody clothes shop. By the fact that they've actually got clothes on display. Yeah, they've actually got what they sell on display finally. So it actually looks like what it's supposed to be. I mean, look, you change the layout and all of a sudden, boom, you got customers. Again, you know, it's like when it comes to like this part of it, I don't know how much it's changed, but I'm pretty sure that's different. For example. So I'm going to imagine that it does actually change pretty much the entire interior. But, oh. I know what's going on. You get, obviously down there you got a chandelier or some kind. But the problem is that the chain's coming up through the floor. So now you just got like this magical floating chain. Just there. Yes. I'm having a look at your magical chain. But yeah, so if we were to go back down, wherever down is. So I think it was over here somewhere. It might be this one here, I think. But it's just basically one of like the chandeliers like this, the chain's going up through the floor. But the problem is that the chain's actually technically too long. So it then just ends up in the room. You know, it's a tiny little oversight, but it's not anything really major bad. It's just like a small little oversight.
Need something?
But you know, but the counter looks good.
Need something?
Looks much nicer. You know, I like this little display there. That's pretty funky. Little funky display. But yeah, definitely looks much better than what it originally was. And then by the fact that you've actually got clothes in here now, again, you actually have the clothes in here. It actually looks like a bloody goddamn clothes shop, whereas before it just looked like some dank, shitty place. To be honest, it just looked crap. But now it looks so much better. So again, good job JK on the creation. Good job BeVeryofA on the port over. So I think that's going to be it for Solitude, because I don't want to show off everywhere. You know, I want you lot to download this to yourself and have a look at the other ones. And plus also, I want to keep this video a bit short-ish. So yeah. So this was Solitude. So this was JK Interiors Solitude, ported by BeVeryofA, and again it will be in the work in progress section, or there will be a link in the description if you want to download it for yourself. But let us leave Solitude and then look in the next one ported by BeVeryofA in the JK Interiors series, which is for Whiterun. And in Whiterun they change the Sleeping Giant Inn, dying, the Drunken Huntsman, Dragon's Reach, War Maidens, Arcadia's Cauldron, Bellafor's General Goods, and the Bannered Mare. So you know, we're gonna start there. We're gonna look at a few of those, but I think we're gonna start off by just having a little peek at the Sleeping Giant Inn, because that's not technically really in Whiterun. Dying. But it is in the, obviously, it is in the Whiterun hold. So let's go and have a look in the Sleeping Giant Inn. Alright, here we are with JK Interiors for Whiterun. Obviously created by JK and ported by BeVeryofA.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Have I? When? I don't even know who the hell you are. Shut up. And so yeah, we're in everybody's favourite place, the Sleeping Giant Inn, especially if you're Oral Corday. He seems to love this place. And yeah, you know, the changes straight off the bat aren't so blatant. You know, you kind of have to look up a bit more to see some of the changes, as well as it's mainly by something like the bar. I mean, the fireplace itself has changed a little bit. You know, I think there's a bit more decoration around it. The actual fireplace itself has been retextured to look a little bit different. I mean, yeah, there might be some collisions, but might just be colliding with something else I've got. Hence why there is a man sat in the cupboard. But you got the bar, but you look at it, you got a sign for Riverwood, and it's just nice decorated. It's a nice little touch. Yeah. And it's, just got some
See you again, friend.
sort of basic made-up shelving, little bits like
Need
this.
something?
It now actually has a back to it, which I'm gonna guess takes you down to a cellar. Which I don't think the Sleeping Giant normally ever had that before. So it has been slightly moved forward, I think some of the stuff has.
Yes.
But yeah, the changes, that they're noticeable, but they're subtle as well at the same time. They're not like in your face. Boom.
Corn stores are getting low again.
Here's a glitter ball that shines off 54 different colours when it
Wait,
hits
let
when
me
it gets
guess.
hit by sunlight,
Get to it
kind of thing. It's like subtle,
Always.
I don't suppose I could
more
convince
kind of
you
realistical
to come
changes,
now, could I?
but noticeable.
No.
Well,
But right, so let's
there's
go
something to be
move
said
off
for
and
honesty,
actually go
I
to the actual
suppose.
city of Whiterun itself, and we're going to start off have a look in the Bannered Mare. All right, and here we are with the Bannered Mare, which instantly you can tell looks different. And it's like, ooh, I like that. I like that little touch. Very nice display above the bar. Bar looks very different. This looks good.
So, Mikhail,
Ooh,
what will
it
be tonight, huh?
it does
Something
look
upbeat?
very, very good.
Need something?
Well, I was thinking maybe
Uh,
a high
I think this has been slightly altered, nothing crazy, but you're not getting it for this. You're not getting it for just that room. You're getting it for the main central area here.
My patrons need life, cheering.
Which again, yeah, changes. You can tell there's changes,
the gutter snipe.
but they're more
That's not bad. But I was
not so
thinking
much.
Mojo
They're not
needs
so much
something?
subtle
Gets the place moving.
changes,
Well,
but
then consider it done.
they're very. Well, I suppose you may as well say. I suppose you can say law friendly. It's nothing that doesn't seem like it wouldn't fit in the first place. It is very.
If
They're
it's
very
work
fitting.
You need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
They're it's a very fit. They're very fitting changes. Oh, this has been opened up a little bit. Ooh, that's cool. Like that. But you got more actual proper seating up here. It actually looks like a place where a lot of people would now actually go and actually, and actually sleep and drink. Go have fun. Have fun with their friends and this, that, and the other. It actually looks like a public place, a meeting place, this, that, and the other kind of thing. So yeah, very good. I like it. Very good indeed.
Oh, Sadia.
Yes, Mum?
It's very funky.
We're running low on the black dragon
Alright,
meat.
so
In a couple
let
days,
us
I'll take
leave
a run, fetch some
the
wood.
Bannered Mare,
Of course.
and we're going to have a look at. Let's go have a look at Bellafor's, because we all love a bit of Bellafor.
Yeah?
Alright, and here we are in Bellafor's shop. Okay, there's a display right in the centre. Okay, now that's just showing off, that isn't it?
Everything's for sale, my
But
friend.
I like that
You
touch.
need
That's
visit
that.
no other
That's a
shops
nice little
today.
touch. The actual clothes are on clothes hangers, so they're actually hanging there. Again, the changes. They're kind of more subtle, friendly kind of changes. They're noticeable, but they're not. They're not standing out in the ways of like.
You're a discriminating customer, perhaps
They're not standing out in the ways that it kind of like breaks. Like immersion kind of thing. If you were someone who was trying to like really immerse yourself into the game, you wouldn't walk in here and then suddenly start thinking, oh, this shop doesn't belong in Skyrim. This shop shouldn't belong here. It doesn't look
Everything's
correct.
for sale, my friend.
No, it actually
You
looks like it.
no other shops
that-
today.
I know, maybe someone at Bethesda wanted to design the shop like this, but then Todd was like, no, you're going to design it like this, with not that much in it, and then that's all you're going to get. And then
Please,
JK's
you
like,
look
no,
around.
fuck you, I'm
Sure
going to
have
actually
something
decorate
you
out
want.
the shop. But yeah, very nice. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's a bit hard to think about what this directly say, because it is just after all, it is just a shop. But I like the attention to detail. You know,
I
yeah,
can
you
tell
got
you're
clothes
a
hanging on
discriminating
here,
customer,
but they're on
sure.
but they're actually on hangers, and those hangers are actually hanging on metal bars. You know, on an actual rack. You know, it's like that attention to detail, which I think is pretty cool. So again, yeah, very funky. But yeah, so this is Benevol's shop. It's very funky looking.
Please
Huh?
do look around. I'm sure I have something you'll want.
I am Benevol. I am looking around because obviously you just like. Yes, can I help you? Who are you? Oh, they didn't let me. They didn't let me jump in them, did they? All right. So we're going to leave Benevol's shop. We're going to look at one last building, one last interior, and I think we're going to go have a look at Dragon's Reach. You know, the main building in Whiterun.
I can tell you.
Let's see what changes have been made to Dragon's Reach. Alright, here we are in Dragon's Reach. First notable change, hanging a dragon. But that's definitely the first notable change. Just a set of dragon bones hanging up there. Funky. But yeah, so, you know, got some little subtle changes down here, you know, just some more drapes. Some hanging weapons for display. And obviously go up some more drapes. As well again, the dragon, which I'm gonna guess that basically is supposed to be the skeleton of Numinex. Which obviously normally you have Numinex's skull hanging just above the throne. But then you do have to wonder, where did the rest of the body go? But now this adds in the entire body of Numinex. And also, you know, there's something little like this. It kind of makes sense that they would put something in front of the fire, so then people didn't just suddenly just like stroll into the fire, kind of thing. You know, there are children running around the place. I'm pretty sure the last thing that Bolgraf wants is his children basically combusting and setting on fire. Yeah. I do like the church of that dragon though. Very funky touch. And obviously we come over here into basically what is Farengar's office, I suppose. Again, very nice setup. Pretty cool. I don't know why he's got a second enchantment table there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, because obviously it is normally one's an enchantment and one's an arcane. One's an arcane enchanter, and the other one is a alchemist laboratory. So I don't know if this is just a little bug or some kind. I'm not 100% sure, but we're not gonna let that ruin anything else, because now the alchemist is over here. But again, you can see it's very nicely decorated out with the appropriate decor of like ingredients and mushrooms and plants and potions. You know, very appropriate decor. Yeah, I like that. That's funky. And if we go up, let's have a look up here. And you know, I do like the fact, you know, they've opened this up a little bit. So you got this, you got a little. Well, I don't know what you would really call this, but you know, just a new little tiny room where you can look out over the main hall. There's a little touch, I like it. I don't know if everything's been changed on the porch or in the Jarl's quarters. And yeah, and if you go down there, you got just a few bits and pieces of decoration. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Good job, JK, for the work that they've done. And thank you to BeVeryofA for actually deciding to port these over. Both of these, JK Interior Solitude and JK's Interior Whiterun, were very good choices to port over. So, good job on making those choices. Alright, so that... Ooh, wait a minute, just before we get out of here, we're going to go and check the kitchen. That is a funky looking kitchen. Now it looks like a bloody kitchen. Ooh. So cool. Cool. Very impressive. Alright. So it's going to be time for me to get out of here. So, again, if you want to check out these yourself, there will be links in the description below to both of these, because they're not part of the same mod. They're two separate mods. So I will be leaving links to both of those below. Or you can just go into the work in progress section and look for JK Interior Solitude and JK Interior Whiterun. And you'll know it's the right ones, because they would have both the mod author would be BeVeryofA. Though he didn't create them, but I think he did have to make a couple of tweaks on them here and there, so that they would actually be PlayStation friendly. Yeah, good job from both sides. Good job for the porter, good job for the mod creator themselves. If you have any mods you want to suggest, let me know in the comments below. Or you can find me on Discord. There should be a link in my channel banner somewhere, or my About Me page. So it should be in there somewhere. Easy enough to find. Or you can also subscribe. So you may as well go to my channel, click on the Discord link, sign up to my Discord, where you can also leave me mod suggestions, ask me questions about modding in general, or just see what I'm up to, because I do post on there every now and then, basically like what kind of things I'm working on. I give little sneak peeks of things that I'm doing, this, that, and the other, la 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 la. So it's to keep up to date with mods that I'm creating, as well as another platform to leave mod suggestions. And then whilst you're also on the channel, you may as well subscribe. You know, may as well. You know, you're already there. And the subscribe to stay, you can just give it a little push. And also you can click on the notification bell, you know, just to be notified of whenever I actually upload a new video, which is kind of sporadically. Because I have no direct plan on video releases. I just do it when I feel like it. But I tend to try and release a video like every few days. It's just I've been a little bit under the weather the past couple of days, so I haven't been on the game so much, and it hasn't been as many mods kind of thing. So, you know, been a little bit slower. But right, so that's enough about my problems and my health. So it's time for me to get out of here. So until next time, I'll see you all later.